Welcome back to the Bauer Arena, I Sheffield. And on the under-20s, Slovakia versus the Czech Republic. Slovakia in the blue shirts. From left to right, Czech Republic in their traditional white with the red shoulder. Contact along the boards, referees wave, play on. And the opening exchanges. Here in the ISBHF World Juniors. Coming to the end of day 4, this is game number 6 on our schedule. 2 games remain after this. And the standings certainly taking shape. Remember, each competition has 6 teams. And at the end of the round robin stage, only the top 2 teams in each group will play for the gold medal. Teams 3 and 4 will play for bronze, and teams 5 and 6 will play for the placings. So all results do matter in all of the games. So it makes the format exciting here at Sheffield 2016. Down the floor with the Czech Republic 16ers. František Pliml. Line change in effect for Czechs. And building from behind the goal. Simon Mika. Kept in by Bednarczyk. And Slovakia in the attacking zone. Neutral zone for Czechs is Slaughter. And that's forward, it's Jan Kovrik. Kovrik across the face of net, 33 in net. Filip Surak for Slovakia. Tries to drag it out in front, it's behind the Slovakia net. 2.5 minutes gone by already in our opening period. Slovakia 0, Czech Republic 0. Here in the under-20s. Jan Kovrik in the corner. Backhand pass is cut out by Slovakia. And the blue wave comes forward. Through on goal is 14. Shoots, save, and great defensive play. Bednarczyk was through on net, but then a diving stop from the defenseman breaks up the play and allows Slovakia to try again. Round the boards with Czech Republic. 14 is Václav Slaughter. He's off for a change. Changing on the fly, the Czech Republic. With 17, Martin Davidek. On this near side, rebound off the boards into neutral territory. Lucas Anis. 5 is Burres. Burres to Anis. Anis 1-2. Through on goal. And a whistle at the blue line. Stoppage for offside. Face off outside the Slovak blue lines, back on the Czech side. 22 is Hanos. Big collision at the boards on the red line, but the play continues. Slovakia try to bring it away instead. It's the Czech Republic. Gain the zone. Down low is Peshut. He's played into the boards. Czech Republic are still with it. Good spin move from Joseph Peshut. Hacking and whacking along the rear boards. 4 minutes gone in the opening period. Comes out in front. Wraparound attempt. Goes wide of the mark and whistle on the play for our first penalty. Holding penalty on Slovakia. Jan Kavajda takes a seat for holding. And Czech get the first chance to use the power play. Kept in at the red line, this is Francek Plimmel. Fakes the shot. Maszek, one-timer from Plimmel. And that's saved by Surak. Clutches it to the chest and hangs on for the face-off. Build up a play again on the power play. Plimmel at the top on the face-off circle, deflected up and wide by Slovakia, still down low to Plimmel. Plimmel gloves it, plays it to Maszek. One-timer from Plimmel, that's over the top. Netminder spins around as it bounces back from the glass behind him. Still in control of the zone, the Czech Republic. Less than a minute on the power play. 5.5 gone by in the first period. 0-0, Slovakia 0, Czech Republic 0. One-timer from Emma. Emma half cleared by Slovakia. It's out over the red, so Czech Republic need to reset in the offensive zone, which they've done. And at the far side, 22, Hanush can't keep it in and has to go back to his own goal line. 30 seconds remain on the power play. Bringing it slowly over the red. Dumps it in for Czech Republic. Blue defense there first to attempt to clear. Kept in by the Czech Republic. Final few seconds of the power play. And Slovakia return to full strength. We've got full complement on the floor. 5-on-5, Slovakia and Czech Republic. Change on the fly from both teams. Ball behind the goal to our left, bringing it away with 23 for Slovakia is Olejnik. 17 is Filip Simon. Simon turns this way, and now Olejnik tries to shove it in, short side. And whistle for the dislodged net. Face-off will be on the left-hand side of the Czech Republic net. Possession in the zone from Slovakia, down low 15, Marcel Sibik. Cycling it in the far corner. Pulls a move to escape his man, backhand. Tries to get it into the crease. Frozen by the glove of David Balik. Underway again from the face-off, 66 for Slovakia. It's Temechko cleared one time and down the floor. Weising waved off by the officials. And Slovakia have to carry it forward. Stuck on the feet a little of Matuska. But he recovered to bring the ball away. 26. Kursmanek for Slovakia. Turned over though, Czech Republic on this near side. Couple of swings in the neutral zone before it's brought under control. Slovakia have to reset in the offensive zone. Turned over to the Czechs. And then patience from Matuska comes back to take possession for Slovakia. 8.5 minutes gone in the first period. We're still scoreless. Slovakia 0, Czech Republic 0. Here, Sheffield2016.com, the ISBHF Junior World Championships. Very few clear goal-scoring chances so far. A lot of time in the neutral zone or the defensive zone for each team, setting up what could be a potentially goal-scoring play. As it is, it's Czech Republic. It's cleared down the floor. Icing waved off. Kept in at the blue line by the Czechs and then turned over to Slovakia. The boys in blue bringing it away with 13 is Branislav Zvik. Zvik, his attempted pass is cut out. And then back again, shoots and scores! Double turnover at the blue line. And the clinical finish for Slovakia with 9.5 minutes gone by. His attempted pass is cut out. And then opens the scoring and scores in our U20 game. It's Slovakia 1, Czech Republic 0. Is cut out. And then back again, shoots and scores! Branislav Zvik, the blast from just inside the blue line. Our opening scorer. Czech Republic looking for an immediate response to going a goal behind. It's coming up to 5 minutes to play in our opening period. Filip Surak having to make half a stop to keep the ball out. And then foot race around the wing, 14 for Slovakia's Bednarczyk. Backhand down the 4 from the Czech Republic. With just one man in the zone. And it was that of Vaclav Sleofert. Nearly one possession for his team. As it was, change on the fly from the Czech Republic. And patient, similar change on the fly again from Slovakia. I'll keep the ball behind the net to do so. Lofted forward. Only as far as Davidek. His gloves it down and plays it back into the Slovakia zone. Battling along the near boards in the corner. Rims it round for Bednar. It's out into neutral territory. A lot of contact around the boards. Play though allowed to continue by the officials. Makes for a fast flowing game. Shot blocked by 15, diving stop from Lukas Anis. Zone gained by Slovakia. Shot from distance from Sibic. Turned aside by Balik. Kept in at halfway for Slovakia. Zone gained. And full change. New legs on the floor from Slovakia. Three minutes and change to play in the first period. Slovakia 1, Czech Republic 0. Glove down by Lukas Filip Surak for Slovakia. And a clearance down the floor Watched carefully by David Balik, but it does go for icing, and we'll have the face-off in the Slovakia zone. From the face-off is won by the Czech Republic, but turned over along the boards. And then a shot from distance off the boards onto the back of the net. Play blown down. And will stay inside the Czech Republic zone for the face-off. Defensive zone face-off. One down the floor by Czech Republic. Icing is waved off. Good change from Tomáš Fejfar. 2.5 to play in the opening period. Just 1 goal in it so far. The blast from Branislav Zwick for Slovakia. Surak having to make himself big there to make the save at the top of the crease. And then the ball into the netting above the Slovakia bench. Finally, referee happy with the lineup at the face-off. Sticks were in the neutral zone at the hash marks. But we're underway again down in the Czech Republic zone. One behind the net by Simko. Came around behind the net and fires on net. Balik with a stop, deflects up and out of play. And we'll go again in the Czech defensive zone. To the right-hand side of David Balik. Ball kept in just at the halfway line, so still control of the zone for Slovakia. And then penalty on the play. Body checking penalty on Czech Republic. It's Lukáš Anis for Czech Republic. Body checking penalty. Put Slovakia on the power play. At the top is Alešník. Look for the quick ball movement and the movement of the players to create opportunity. Alešník fakes the shot, uses his partner, then the one-timer from the shot. Miroslav Alešník from the centre circle. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a bomb from outside the blue line. Power play goal for the shot. Alešník fakes the shot, uses his partner, then the one-timer from the shot. Miroslav. 13:36 played. Power play goal from Miroslav Olejnik. Not a lot David Balik could do for that. It's 2-0 for Slovakia. So inside the last minute of play, our opening period, 2-0 for Slovakia. Here in the under-20s at Sheffield 2016. Penalty on play, holding call on its way. Checks number 11, that's David Hetmanek. And after one power play goal just moments ago, return to special teams for Slovakia. Again, fast movement of the ball and of the players, creating the opportunities. The one-timer from 69 came out from behind the net. Balik had to be careful it didn't hit him and rebound into the net. Clearance all the way out of play. So we'll stay in the Czech zone for our face-off. Less than 30 seconds to play in the first period. Slovakia 2, Czech Republic 0. Fifteen seconds to play in the period. Slovakia in their own zone, content to walk slowly up the floor, try and build the opportunity. Time running down for the end of period 1. And there is the horn to signal the end of play. 1:14 will carry forward onto the power play at the start of P2 here in the under-20s. But at our first interval, Slovakia 2, Czech Republic 0. 2016 ISBHF World Juniors. And we're back with more coverage here from the Ice Sheffield Bauer Arena in just a few moments. Zwick, his attempted pass is cut out. And then back again, shoots and scores! Zwick, his attempted pass is cut out. And then back again, shoots and scores! Leznik fakes the shot. Uses his partner, then the one-timer from the shot. Leznik fakes the shot. Uses his partner, then the one-timer from the shot. Miroslav. Underway in period number 2 here in the under-20s. Slovakia versus Czech Republic. And still power play time for Slovakia. 45 seconds left in the man advantage, carried over from our first period. Nice move at the blue line from Bednarczyk. 23 Leznik, we know he can shoot, having seen the bomb from the first period. Inside the blue line, let's go the one-timer, Bednarczyk and Leznik combining on the far side. And then a shot high and wide from Bednarczyk. A handful of seconds remain in the power play. Czech Republic trying to clear, but it's kept in by Bednarczyk. Return to 5-on-5 play. Great save from Balik. From the save again. Shot from Lucas Horvath. Point blank from Horvath. And then the shot on the rebound from the face-off circle as well. 2 good saves from David Balik. Maintains the deficit at 2-0 for Slovakia. Swift counter-attack from Czech Republic. They've gained the zone. It's Fejfar. Shots off the crossbar from the Czech Republic. And then cleared away into the neutral zone. Czech Republic still, but dumped into the corner. It's cleared the red line, so have to reset in the offensive zone, which they've done. 11 is Hedmanek. Dumps it in, goes off for a change. Crossbar still shaking from that shot earlier on. The closest Czech Republic have come to getting on the scoreboard. Still 2-0 for Slovakia. 2:14 gone in period 2. Balls with Jindřich Kunč behind the Czech goal line. Swift counter from Slovakia. Cross court from Kavajda. Both referees with the arm up penalty on the play. So Slovakia's Marian Matuska takes a tripping minor. inside 3 minutes gone of period 2. Power play chance for the Czech Republic. You'll have to say they need something from the face-off if they want to get back into the game here. Trailing 2-0 to Slovakia. Control from the power play. Shot from Martin Pala is over the top. Cleared down the floor by Slovakia. Jakub Peshut for Czech Republic up high. Pad save from Surak. Shot from Lucas Hanus in the center circle. Smartly down with the pad save from Surak. And face off in the Slovakia zone. Still power play time for Czech Republic. Francek Plimal controlling it from the point. We're down low though. The one-timer from Feifar, saved by Surak. And again, pad stop from Surak. And then Feifar pushed into the net. So scuffle after the whistle, net is pushed off. So coincidental minors on the play, slashing penalty on Czech Republic, roughing penalty on Slovakia. So we stay with the 5-on-4. Currently in play for Czech Republic. Save from Surak. Just showing signs of the game bubbling under a little bit with Slovakia and Czech Republic. Face-off win on the Czech side. 30 seconds left of the power play. Hanus set for the one-timer at the top. With a forechecking from Sibic of Slovakia. Takes the shot away. More pipework struck by Czech Republic. Penalties again coming after the whistle. roughing penalty against Slovakia's number 12. So go 4-on-4. Just resetting the scoreboard. It put a penalty initially on the Czech side. It should have been on the Slovakia side for a 5-on-3. So an adjustment needed on the scoreboard. 4:52 gone by in period 2. Still Slovakia 2, Czech Republic 0. The forechecking from Sibic of Slovakia takes the shot away. Top. The forechecking from conversation Sibic of Slovakia scorers takes the shot away. Find out exactly what's happening. Still 4:52 on the clock. So ready to resume. Scoreboard problems resolved. And we're off and running on the power play still with Czech Republic. Surak had to be alert. The bouncing ball threatened to go over the top of him, but he raged up, swatted it away. Continue. penalty call on Czech Republic. We go 4-on-4. So the face-off goes down to the Czech Republic zone. 4-on-4 for a minute and 47 seconds. Face-off win on the Slovakia side. 14 Bednarczyk in the corner. Almost intercepted at the blue line. Had to be smart play from Lubomir Sandor to keep it in. And in fact it is though, turned over for the Czech Republic. Men driving towards the net if they can only find the ball to get through. 5.5 gone by. Still Slovakia 2, Czech Republic 0. A shot from the angle of the boards and blue line goes wide of the goal. And we're back in Czech Republic zone. Coming up to the 6-minute mark of P2. Dumped in by Sandor. Goes off for a change. After he does so, Czech Republic carrying it forward. Along these near boards. Gains the zone. Kovrik cuts in towards the net. Forced away into the corner yet again though. And Slovakia holding firm on the penalty kill. Play continues with Kovrik behind the net for Czech Republic. The high man is Mika. Mika shot doesn't get through. It's blocked by Olejnik of Slovakia. And then battles along the boards, forced into the boards in front of the Czech bench. And plays blown down. It was Martin Honko. Played his man into the boards. Ten seconds remaining on the 4-on-4 play once we resume. A Czech player leaving the court to receive some attention. Running repairs needed on the floor and well in front of the Czech Republic bench. So ready to resume in front of the Czech Republic's bench. Kavajda for Slovakia. Slovakia back to 5 players, so have a short power play. And they are in the Czech Republic zone. The power play, though, of just a few seconds comes to nothing. And we return to a full complement. It's 5-on-5. Coming up to 7.5 minutes. The midpoint of the game, 2-0 to Slovakia. Those first period goals, difference between the teams so far. That's Patrick Kratochvila, penalised for contact in the corner, hooking penalty on Slovakia's 61. And a power play chance again for the Czech Republic. Set up in the attacking zone for the Czech Republic. Up high, ready for the shot. That's shot and scores! Tipped in front. And Czech Republic on the board. Power play goal. 7:46 to play in the second period. We got ourselves a game. It's Slovakia 2, Czech Republic 1. That's shot and scores. Tipped in front. Up high, ready for the shot. That's shot and scores. Tipped in front. And Slovakia's Branislav Zwick. A 10-minute misconduct penalty after the goal, so will not affect the on-court strength. Still 5-on-5, and Czech Republic very much back in the game. Slovakia look to respond then, having seen the lead halved here in the second period. Whistle for a hand pass in the attacking zone by Slovakia. Come out to the neutral zone for the face-off. Play down the floor. Attempt by Simon Mika. I'll have the face-off again in the neutral territories. Wide by Bushovsky. And Czechs coming away. Pass up the floor. Tipped by Slayofer. Eight and a half gone by in the period. Slovakia 2, Czech Republic 1. Gains the zone. Fouled on the breakaway, but scores on the delayed penalty. There was a penalty coming. Could even have been a penalty shot. But on a breakaway, restores the 2-goal margin. Breakaway, but scores on the delayed penalty. Slovakia 3, Czech Republic 1. Gains the zone. Fouled on the breakaway, but scores on the delayed penalty. There was a penalty coming. Forward for Czech Republic, gloved by Surak. Kept in the blue line by Filip Ema, but then Slovakia look to bring it away. Back behind his own net goes Josef Szczesak. So Lukas Derkec with the insurance marker for Slovakia. Scored on a delayed penalty as he was fouled from behind. So skills from the Slovakian man makes it 3-1 to the boys in blue. Play down the floor. Stop before it goes for icing. As we come down to the 5 minutes to play in period 2. Slovakia 3, Czech Republic 1. Here in the under-20s at the ISBHF World Juniors. Honko forward for Simko to chase. And Simko is who gets there first. Looks for the pass in front. So recycles. And Kratoshvili couldn't quite get on the end of it. .21 for Slovakia. Dominik Novak. Shot from the high slot. Blocked away from the Czech defence. And we play in the Slovakia zone. Small play in the corner. Oh, slightly lost his footing. And allows Slovakia to bring it away. Lifted into the neutral zone. And the bouncing ball for Slovakia. Simko it is. Almost through on net. Czech Republic bring it away. In the neutral zone is Fafar. Fafar rubs out on the boards. Play continues. And we've got a penalty on the play. Kratoshvili sits 2 for body checking. Checks back to the power play, where they scored one of their goals earlier on. Again, give them a lifeline back into the game. 2 goals down at the moment, but a power play strike here, and we're right back in the mix. 11.5 gone in period 2. Slovakia 3, Czech Republic 1. Five on 3 power play coming up for the Czech Republic. Krčmánek gets a penalty for roughing. And it's a 5 on 3 for the Czech Republic. Face-off will be left-hand side of the Slovakia zone. So a 5 on 3. What can they do? A long 5 on 3 as well. Plenty of time to develop. Short side from the Czechs. 20 is Peshut. Couldn't get it on target, then block a save. And then tapped in on the doorstep. Second effort from Jakub Peshut. It's on the 2-man advantage. So we'll stay on the power play for the Czech Republic. Jakub Peshut for the Czech Republic. A power play goal. Slovakia 3, Czech Republic 2. So back to a 1-goal game and still 93 seconds on the power play clock for the Czech Republic. So the possible game-tying goal right there for the Czechs. A strong forecheck from Bednarczyk, but retreats to the red line, and Czechs looks to carry it in. Gains the zone, round behind Surak's net. Broken play allows Bednarczyk to carry it away. Play along the boards from Slovakia, and collision just to the side of the Slovakia bench. Four-on-four play, the high sticking call on Bednarczyk. 2 minutes to play in the middle period. 3-2 for Slovakia at the moment. Wide open play on the 4-on-4 for another 30 seconds. Czechs taking the time in their own zone. Forward for Jan Kovrik. He's dispossessed in the neutral zone, and Slovakia have it down in its far corner. Back out to the point for Durkec. Durkec can't get the shot away. Hustled by the Czech defense. Still kept in by Slovakia. 66 is Tomečko. 12 on this near side. Durkec. Shot from Kavajda is wide. Working for the one-timers Tomečko. It's a power play for Slovakia. Czechs are back to 4 men. Tomečko, he takes a wind-up from the slot and then shoots and scores. All alone in the face-off circle. Lukas Durkec. The rebound from the initial shot from Michael Tomečko. Tomečko, he takes a wind-up from the slot and then shoots and scores. All alone in the face-off circle. And with 33 seconds left from in the middle period, and shoots and scores. It's back to a 2-goal all margin. Alone in the face-off circle. Czech Republic 2. Face-off clean win for Slovakia. Bednarczyk stopped by Balik in the Czech goal. 20 seconds in the second period. Do we have any further late drama before our second interval? Slovakia 4, Czech 2 as it stands. Carries it behind the goal for the last few seconds, and Huta goes to end period number 2. Goals are plenty, and I don't feel it's done and dusted just yet. Plenty still to come between these two teams in our third period, but after 30 minutes, as we take our second interval here this evening, it's Slovakia 4, Czech Republic 2. We'll be back soon. Play underway in period 3. Our under-20s here, Slovakia, defending a 4-2 lead. Penalty coming on the play inside the first minute of action. And tripping is the signal. Jan Kavajda for Slovakia takes a seat for tripping. And special teams again from Czech Republic. Can they get themselves back again to within 1 goal? Shot from the point, just wide of the mark, and that doesn't get through. Down the 4 from Slovakia. Play continues, bringing it forward, gains the zone. Plenty of space opens up in front. Shot saved by Filip Surak. Kicks it back up to the point. It's intercepted though. Bednarczyk to Olejnik. And then the diving stop doesn't work. Czech Republic to the top of the crease. And then a simple play from Lubomir Sandor. One times it down the floor for Slovakia. And make the Czech Republic play full length of the court to get towards the target of the Slovakian net. 50 seconds left in the power play to Czech Republic. Foot race won that time by Michael Sibik from Slovakia. He loses out behind the net to Czech Republic. They come away. 30 seconds of our penalty remains. Peshut was blocked at the blue line and play continues. Round 2 Peshut. Peshut has Hanush high if he needs him. Drops it instead for his deep partner. Gives to Hannes. Hannes down on his near side for Slafer. Slafer gets closer. Lets the wrist shot go, but it's blocked by the defense in front of Filip Surak. And the penalty has expired. Back to 5-on-5 play here at the Bauer Arena Ice Sheffield, home of the Ice BHF World Junior. 3.5 minutes played in period 3. Still Slovakia 4, Czech Republic 2. This is game number 6 of today here at the World Juniors. Play continues from the clash and neutralised, and then it's into the netting, and that's blown down for a face-off. Collision on these near boards again. Both officials call it at the same time. So Slovakia's Bednarczyk back in the penalty box on a body checking penalty. Czech Republic, another power play chance. 2 goals down, you feel they have to get one early on in the period to have a chance of doing anything on the scoreboard. We'll see how things progress over the next 11.5 minutes. Lucas Hanus for Czech Republic, bringing it out of defence. Drop pass back to Hanus. 25 is Martin Palla. Palla offside at the blue line. Neutral zone draw. Still 1:38 on the power play. Clean win by Hedmanek. Czechs take a position along the blue line, ready to gain the zone. Carried forward over the red line for Czech. Comes in from Durkec. All the way through, saved by Surak. Scores! Initially it was waved off, and then the rebound goes into the net. Signal goal. Slovakian players surround our referee. Through, saved by Surak. Scores! Initially it was waved off, and then the rebound all the way through, saved by Surak. Scores! Initially it was waved off, and then the rebound goes into the net. Talking over in front of the scorer's position. Call on the ice, or call on the court, was goal. And the two officials talking it over. So after discussion, the goal has been disallowed. It does mean that Bednarczyk has to return to the penalty box. Slovakia have called their timeout. Still 1:11 on the power play. So Bednarczyk remains in the penalty box. It's still a 2-goal game. Face off in the neutral zone. Power play still for Slovakia. Behind the net for Slovakia. Surak has to be big again on the penalty kill for Slovakia's Czech Republic. Moving it quickly, tried a shot from Fejfar. Decided not to take the shot. And then Surak, big stop at the top of the crease. Kept in at the red line. Still 30 seconds on the power play. Shot from the blue line by Aniz. There's a shoe on the court once again. One of the players lost the footwear. And then tempers take another degree or two rise on the court. Tempers on the court around 30 degrees. Tempers on the bench around 40 degrees. And it stands behind the bench about 140 degrees. It's getting heated around the court here at the under-20s. Slovakia and the Czech Republic. .12 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Ball is all the way down at the wrong end of the court as far as Czech Republic concerned. Ten is Heisman, dumps it in, cleared around the boards, kept in though at the blue line. It's back to full strength for both teams, 5 on 5 on the court. Jumps into the play, backhand from Simon Mika. Wrestling around the boards. Tied up against the glass. Digging for it. Referee's right there. Let's play continue. 15 for Czech, jumps into the plays. Lucas Aniz. 6.5 minutes gone in period 3. Slovakia 4, Czech Republic 2. It's lifted down the floor, and despite the foot race, that will be an icing. Bednarczyk, fairly fleet of foot, but he couldn't beat the ball down the court. And icing against Slovakia. Face-off comes back on the Slovakian side with Kurčmanic. And then plucked out of the air. Filip Surak hangs on for the face-off. We'll do it all again. In the Slovakia zone, 6:40 played. Clean win for Czech Republic. Kept in at the neutral zone by 24 as Martin Pittard battles along the boards. Cross-court dump in. And then played behind his net by Surak. Keeps the play alive from Slovakia. Keeps the time ticking down on this 2-goal lead. Look, loose in front. Wrist shot goes wide from Czech. And then down smartly again, Surak. Gloves the ball and hands on for face-off. Coming to the midpoint of the period. Slovakia 4, Czech Republic 2. Down the floor again. Icing though is waved off. Shot from distance from Kratochvila into the corner for Slovakia. Kratochvila has it back. He's bumped by Tomáš Fejfar. Penalty on the play. Slovakia will go back to the penalty kill. Holding is the signal. .744 gone. 66th, Michael Tomečko for Slovakia goes to the box for holding. It's coming towards last chance saloon for the Czech Republic with these power play chances. They have to take one sooner rather than later. And forced back to their own zone. Where's Hanus? Set up along the forward line, pass through the zone. Icing is called Joseph Chesak. The intended target couldn't get the ball in time and will take an icing charge all the way back to the Czech Republic zone. Just under 7 minutes to play in the third period. Slovakia 4, Czech Republic 2 is the score on the board. Building from the back, the Czech Republic. Icing again. It's waves off this time as Olejnik tries to clear it down the floor. Kept in by the Czech Republic. Got 14 on this near side is Slafer. Slafer winds up, gets a big release. And Surak equal to it. Kept in the neutral zone. Slafer again. Cross court, the one-timer just wide. Not a million miles away for the Czech Republic. Held up along the boards. Behind the goal line. .25 is Martin Pala. Pala and Pashut combining down low, then kicks it up high to 22. Hanus. Hanus thought about unwinding for the shot and instead passed it down low. Still building patiently, 30 seconds. Then does let the big shot go. Hanus blocked before it got through to the goalie. Cleared down the floor. Hanus chases back under pressure from Bednarczyk. Calm under pressure from the Czech defenseman. And goes off for a change as the Czechs bring it up the floor again. 18 is Porozek. The one-timer hits a stick in front, deflects into the corner. It's full strength on the floor. Tomečko returns to the action as we count down to the final 5 minutes in regulation time. Thomas Fejfar tries to go top shelf. Instead goes wide. Or the Czech Republic. Clear down the floor. Tomečko. Tomečko dispossessed at the blue line. And making the challenge at the blue line. The Czechs give up a penalty. Body checking is the call. František Plimal of Czech Republic takes a seat for body checking. And with 4:45 left in the third period, Slovakia have 2 minutes to either search for a fifth or just run the time down for the next 2 minutes. Face-off win by Czech Republic. Kepto in the zone by Slovakia. Fires it on net and covered up by David Balek. Face-off brought outside the zone. So neutral zone face-off for Slovakia. 4:35 to play in the third period. Collision on the boards in front of us here. Slovakia still have it. A shot from Simko. Backhand down to Simko again. We've got the two men up high if he needs them. Instead goes down low. Comes in, the one-time effort. And then tries to shove it to short side. Does! The insurance goal. Goal number 5 for Slovakia. A power play goal. With just over 4 minutes to play. And after the Czech Republic spurned successive power play chances, it's a power play goal for Slovakia. Shove it to short side. Does! That almost certainly puts a seal on a win for them. Comes in the one-time 4 minutes to play. Slovakia 5, Czech Republic 2. Short side. Does! The insurance goal. Patrick Kratochvila with the all-important touch at the near post. Balek had made an initial save and then thought he'd covered the post, but Kratochvila stuffs it in short side. And from the restart, we've got an injury in the face-off circle. Miroslav Alezhnik hobbling towards the bench. From the face-off in the initial zone, it's in the attacking zone for Czech Republic. Turned over though, and looking to clear is Michael Busovsky. Lifts it down the floor into the neutral zone. Gloved by 23 is Philip Emma. Czechs are forced back to start again from behind their own goal. 3.5 to play. Icing waves off. Busovsky forwards for Slovakia. 18 is Lucas Bednar. Bednar happy to let the ball go into the zone, and Slovakia holding the neutral zone trap. 5 goals to 2 ahead with 3 minutes to play. Possibly do the same. Icing's waved off as it goes down into the Slovakian zone. Still battling Czech Republic. Will not give up, you'll be sure of that. Poke check from Filip Surak as the Czechs number 11, David Hetmanek, tried to bring it round from behind the net for a wraparound. Scores from Fejfar. Loose in the slot, and the wrist shot, as we've seen so many times this week. Wrist shot from that distance, almost impossible to pick for the goalies, impossible to stop. And we're back to a 2-goal game, 2.5 to play. Tomáš Fejfar for Czech Republic. Slovakia, David Hetmanek tried to Republic 3. Bring it round from behind the net for a wraparound. Scores from Fejfar. Number 11, David Hetmanek, tried to bring it round from behind the net for a wraparound. Scores from Fejfar. Loose in the... Czech Republic then. What can they do? Still 2 goals to find. Surak stops the bouncing ball. It's back into neutral zone. Tap forward with a hand on Slovakia. Tomechko. It's picked up by Matuska. And in the neutral zone, whistled for the hand pass. 2:03 remaining. Slovakia 5, Czech Republic 3. Dumped in from neutral zone by Filip Emma. Still Slovakia pressing. 2 goals to find. We're looking for David Balek to possibly head to the bench very shortly if they retain possession in the attacking zone. Lifted into the far corner. Czech Republic still pressuring. It's Jan Kvajda for Slovakia. Clears it down the near boards. And a fleet of foot, number 16, Samuel Simko. He tried to square it for the odd man rush, but it's broken up. And we're in the neutral zone with 1:14 to play. Icing on the floor. And we'll take this face-off all the way to the Czech Republic zone. All the ones on the clock. 1-1-1 to play in period 3. Slovakia 5, Czech Republic 3. From the draw back to the neutral zone for Czech Republic. Played with a high stick, but it's Czechs get the next touch, so play on continues. Tomáš Fejfar scored just a moment or so ago, trying to do something for Czech Republic. Penalty coming on the play as Fejfar gained the blue line. .56 seconds to play. A power play for Czech Republic. And David Balek heads to the bench. We'll go 6-on-4 for the Czech Republic. There's an additional 10-minute penalty on that one as well. Christian Bednarczyk picks up the 10-minute misconduct. Battling in neutral zone for Czech Republic. 12. Cross to 22 is Lucas Hanus. Fires it on net. Got a 6-on-4. Another 30 seconds. Shoots. Still alive. And then touched up. Got 27 seconds. Penalty on the play. Cross-checking against Slovakia. It's going to be a 5-on-3 with a goalie pulled. 6-on-3. Late drama here. In the U20s at our World Junior Championships. Czech Republic call their timeout. So it's 29 seconds on the clock when we resume. A 5-on-3 power play, but with David Balek staying on the bench. We'll have 6 out players and only 3 for Slovakia. 6-on-3 for the last half minute. As Czech Republic search for these 2 goals to mount a phenomenal comeback. If they get one early, you never say never. We've seen goals scored in bunches in the tournament already this week. Face-off win by Czechs. Can't get the shot away though. 20 seconds in the game remaining. Shot from Slovakia. Czech Republic goes wide of the Slovak net. It's Filip Surak. Kept in. Shot from the point. Blocked at the top of the crease. And Kavajda was the man making the sliding stop at the point. And it's a big win for Slovakia. You can see what it means to them as they pile on at the final hooter. Our results after 45 minutes here in the U20 World Championship. Slovakia 5, Czech Republic 3. We'll have our player of the game presentations and the winning national anthem. And then our next game on the floor, 5:30s, we're in the U16s. It will be USA and the Czech Republic. Under 16s, USA and Czech Republic. That's coming up in just a few minutes' time. Certainly see what it means to the Slovakians to win against their big rivals. I'll line up and have our presentations. Our players of the game, sponsored by Bauer here, the Bauer Arena, Ice Sheffield. Jakub Peszut for Czech Republic. Goalie Filip Surak for Slovakia. So they are your Bauer-sponsored players of the game. We'll finish with our national anthem of the winning team, and then we're back in around 20 minutes' time in the U16s, USA versus Czech Republic, ISBHF Junior Ball Hockey World Championships here, Sheffield, England. Our winners here this afternoon, Slovakia